I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
White
on the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kyzir White.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Chris Harris.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Not the best to start here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
1st and 10. At their own.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there. 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Taken down.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Calling a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And now it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On the handoff, it's McFarland. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Darnold from the gun. It's caught by Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to
a good pickup there at 22.
22 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Anthony McFarland with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1.
try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Brings up
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Darnold. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
New York.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Number 30, Austin.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Got an open man. It's a new one. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz it?
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They run the counter. McFarland. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
At the 32-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle made at the
well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The handoff. It's Eckler. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown. Breshad Perriman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts in there.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the give, this is Eckler. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out in the gun, Herbert. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down the 47-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. gun. Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. Incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
10-10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. Letting one go deep for a noon one. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Ty Long now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Right at the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, this is McFarland. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run with McFarland. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Johnson.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Denzel Mims. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Chargers 27, Jets 21.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down by Marcus.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. It's Eckler again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
3-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Eckler. second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the gun, Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. It's 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. McFarland once more. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Darnold on 3rd down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, New York.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Not much there, maybe a couple, as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Darnold completes it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be second and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown.
Anthony McFarland with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from leading this game. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Jets 28, Chargers 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They're able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jabari Zuniga in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
47-yard line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 17 back there, but he'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
At the 46-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, McFarland. He's got a first down, then some inside the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
By Denzel.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. On the ground, it's McFarland. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting through the posts.
Today's final score, Jets 30.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.